Welcome to Pride Reviews. Today we got you some of the best German gay films which you can stream on Amazon Prime. Although some of these films may unable to stream due to locations, depending on which countries you live in, but you can always use VPN which best suits you, and be able to easily watch any movies that aren't available at your country. Also, if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more upcoming new contents.
Love and Thoughts is a German film directed by Achim von Boris. During a hedonistic weekend, two German youths, Daniel Brühl, August Diehl, make a suicide pact and vow to take the lives of others as well. A posthumous look at the last days of Gunther's life as he, his best friend, and his sister let loose on a 4-day binge of alcohol, drugs, and sex. Love and Thoughts is a beautifully made, yet ultimately pretentious, German drama based on an event in the life of the author, Paul Krantz, who published under the name of Ernst E. Noth. Center of My World is a 2016 coming-of-age romantic drama film directed by Jacob M. Irwa, based on the 1998 best-selling novel The Center of the World by Andreas Steinhöfel. Phil, a 17-year-old teenager, returns from Colorado only to find out that his village is annihilated by a storm. However, after the incident, he meets Nicholas and falls in love with him. After a summer spent with his best friend Kat to escape his family, Phil goes back to school and starts to question his feelings towards Nicholas, a new classmate. Silent Youth is a 2012 German gay drama film written and directed by Diemo Chemises. Silent Youth is a film for misfits, dreamers, and lovers. It's the classic story of a coming out, but it focuses on the moments one tends to quickly forget. The first approach, the creaking of the chair while sitting across from each other, not knowing what to say. And it's about the silence. Marlo and Kirill never thought they would find that special someone and didn't even notice each other until they pass in the street. It's a classic, art house piece of queer cinema which steers clear of the tropes of more mainstream films. Free Fall is a 2013 German drama film directed by Stefan Lacant, who also wrote the script with Karsten Dahlem and starring Hanno Koffler, Max Riemelt, and Katharina Schuttler. The film tells the story of police officer Mark Borgman, who lives with his pregnant girlfriend, Bettina Bischoff. Whilst on a training course, Borgman meets fellow police officer Kay Engel, and a romance develops between the two men. Borgman is torn between his love for Bettina and his newfound feelings for another man. When Engel disappears for a while, Borgman realizes his life is rapidly going into free fall as he cannot meet the high expectations of the people he knows. It's a tough, harsh, passionate film with a decent brain and a beating heart. Summer Storm is a 2004 German coming-of-age comedy-drama film directed by Marco Kreutzpaintner, starring Robert Stadlober, Kostja Ullmann, Alicia Bachlada-Kiris, and Miriam Morgenstern. The story is set to the background of a rowing regatta, which climaxes into a summer storm. A teenager comes to terms with his sexuality and his feelings for his best friend over the course of a summer. Toby and Achim are best friends and rowing teammates, and they have competed together in several races. During a summer training retreat, Achim's increasingly serious relationship with his girlfriend stirs up feelings in Toby that suggest he views Achim as more than a friend. Events come to a head as the summer comes to a close and a big race is on the horizon. Great Freedom is a 2021 drama film directed by Sebastian Mies. It was selected as the Austrian entry for the Best International Feature Film at the 94th Academy Awards. In post-war Germany, liberation by the Allies does not mean freedom for all. Hans experiences repeated imprisonment under paragraph 175 of the Penal Code, which criminalizes homosexuality and systematically destroys his desire for freedom. Over the decades, he develops an unlikely bond with his cellmate Victor, a convicted murderer. What starts as revulsion grows into affection. Great Freedom is a truly harrowing film that offers a unique perspective into a dark moment in Germany's history. Romeos is a 2011 German romantic comedy-drama film written and directed by Sabine Bernardi. Lucas is a 20-year-old gay trans man in the midst of his transition. After joining the Cologne gay scene, Lucas meets an attractive bad boy, a cisgender gay man named Fabio, and an attraction develops between the two men. Lucas is faced with the choice of revealing his identity to Fabio and risking losing everything. It touches on the preachy issues, but the character's reaction to them is moving, touching, and very realistic. Mario is a 2018 Swiss-German romantic sports drama film directed by Marcel Gisler. The story revolves around two sportsmen who meet while playing football against other teams in a shared location and quickly develop feelings for one another. Two young footballers develop chemistry both on and off the pitch, but anxiety sets in as they attempt to hide their blossoming relationship. Mario is a beautifully touching and powerfully humanized tale of love in an environment unwilling to embrace it. Sasha is a German romantic comedy film, directed by Denis Todorovic. Sasha is a piano prodigy under pressure to gain admittance to a prestigious music school. What is really stressing Sasha is his emerging sexuality, plus his piano tutor is moving away, because Sasha is in love with him and no one knows. Awkward teen Sasha must grapple with his nosy family, tedious piano practice, an unsatisfied girlfriend, and his attraction to his piano teacher. The Cakemaker Romanized, Auf mit Berlin, is a 2017 German romantic drama film directed by Ophir Raoul Grazer. It stars Sarah Adler, Tim Kochhoff, Zohar Strauss, and Roy Miller. Thomas, a young German baker, is having an affair with Oren, an Israeli married man who has frequent business visits in Berlin. When Oren dies in a car crash in Israel, Thomas travels to Jerusalem seeking answers regarding his death. Under a fabricated identity, Thomas infiltrates into the life of Anat, his lover's newly widowed wife, who owns a small cafe in downtown Jerusalem. Thomas starts to work for her and create German cakes and cookies that bring life into her cafe. Eugen Jebelinu's debut feature, Poppy Field, has been sold to Missing Films for distribution in German-speaking territories ahead of its world premiere at the Tallinn Black Nights Film Festival. The film follows the struggles of a young Romanian policeman Cristi over 24 hours as he tries to find the balance between two parts of his identity, that of a policeman working in a macho environment and that of a closeted gay person. During a visit by his boyfriend, Hadi, with whom he is involved in a long-distance relationship, Cristi is called to a cinema where an ultranationalist, homophobic group has sabotaged the screening of a queer film. When one of the protesters recognizes him and threatens to disclose the secret about his sexuality, Cristi is faced with the danger of losing everything he has. Sibrail, also known as The Visitor, is a 2011 German-Turkish drama film written and directed by Tor Iben. The film tells the story of Sibrail, a young policeman of Turkish origin who lives happily with his girlfriend in Berlin. However, his life is turned upside down when his girlfriend's cousin, a handsome Italian named Angelo, comes to stay with them. Sibrel finds himself attracted to Angelo and struggles with his sexuality and identity. The film explores the themes of immigration, integration, cultural differences, and homosexuality in a realistic and sensitive way. The film also features beautiful cinematography and a captivating soundtrack. The film has received positive reviews from critics and audiences alike, who praise the performances of the actors, especially Sinan Hansilai as Sibrel and Engin Sert as Angelo. Jonathan is a 2016 German drama film directed by Piotr J. Lewandowski. It was screened in the Panorama section at the 66th Berlin International Film Festival. Jonathan returns to the family farm to care for his ailing father. However, a closely guarded secret seems to create tension in an already strained relationship. A coming-of-age saga crossed with a coming-out story, Jonathan is a visually striking debut from the Polish-German writer-director Piotr Lewandowski, with dedicated LGBT programs. It also crosses over to niche audiences in other territories. Beto is a 2020 Swiss-German film based on a novel by Yusuf Yeşilaz. When the talented swimmer Beto falls in love with his coach, Mike, his ideal world falls to pieces. Talented swimmer, motivated apprentice, Beto is in the midst of life, with a bright future ahead of him. But when the only son of a Turkish migrant family falls in love with his coach Mike, an ideal world falls to pieces. Fantastic movie and definitely worth a watch. All You Need Is Love, My Daughter-in-Law is a Man, is a German romantic comedy television film. The film deals with a young man who has sent news of his upcoming nuptials and his plans to get married in his hometown to his parents and the people of hometown he speaks of. However, the woman they think he is going to bring with him is actually a man. This film is practically perfect in every way. It'll make you laugh, love, and feel good. Drifter is a 2023 German drama film directed by Hannes Hirsch. Moritz, 22, follows his boyfriend Jonas to Berlin only to be abandoned by him within a few weeks. For some time, he finds security with the older Noah, but then moves on. He changes his looks and dives into the city's vibrating techno world. He learns to express his repressed desires, but he also starts to lose himself in drugs and emotional alienation. With the help of his queer friends, Moritz develops his own ideas of sexuality and masculinity, leading him a little closer to himself. The more we think about it, the film becomes increasingly provocative, involving, and even moving. Harvest is a 2011 German romantic documentary film directed by Benjamin Cantu. With a realism close to documentary, this LGBT drama, set in the rural and traditional environment of a German farm, depicts the story of two young men's discovery of their sexuality. An award winner in Berlin, Harvest is a touching and poignant depiction of first love, sizzling with stifled desire. Life on a farm is all that teen Marco knows, leading a quiet life of working, going to school, and avoiding the advances of girls. However, his solitude ends when Jacob arrives to train on the farm. Although initially cautious with each other, true love soon blossoms between the two young men. Paths is a 2017 German drama film directed by Chris Mira. Andrea and Martin share the highs and lows of everyday life as their grown-up son prepares to move out of the family home. With more time to themselves, Andreas and Martin embark on adventure on the Baltic Sea, but their relationship is soon tested. Desire Will Set You Free is a feature film that explores life in contemporary Berlin with an often critical and sometimes humorous eye. Based on a true story, The plot follows the relationship of an American writer of Israeli-Palestinian descent and a Russian aspiring artist working as a hustler, offering access to the city's vibrant queer and underground scenes while examining the differences between expatriate and refugee life. Our characters travel through Berlin's layered history and unique subcultural landscape. On their adventures, they discover influences and remnants of the Weimar Republic, World War II, the Bowie years, and punk. Many original Berlin personalities play themselves, and the locations are all real Berlin locations. The Passenger is a 2014 German drama film. In the provocative new drama from the director of The Visitor, sexual and moral boundaries are put to the test when a handsome stranger begins to infiltrate the lives of two artists. While searching for a condo in Berlin for his father, Nick meets Philip, a young talented photographer, and a gorgeous actress named Lily. There is instant chemistry, and both are easily seduced by Nick's charms. Lily and Philip begin to explore their relationship with the sexy visitor, succumbing to their passionate affections for him, which intensifies their volatile emotional and physical bonds. But what Philip and Lily don't realize is that they are being lured into Nick's manipulative and deadly love game.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out this other recent clips from Pride Reviews. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.